the pre-match formality of the handshake. The final league position is all Newcastle have to concentrate on after the FA Cup defeat by Cardiff, from which Tim Krul was rested because of a shoulder problem. The game did mark Stephen Taylor's comeback, and today is his first Premier League start since he was sent off in the 4-0 defeat at Manchester City on the opening weekend. Mathieu Debuchy suspended, so Mapu, Yanga and Biwa plays there. Vernon Anita, whose run of Premier League starts ended against West Brom, returns for this. And the big boost for Newcastle is that Yohan Cabaye has recovered from an Achilles problem and is committed to stay here despite the transfer window being open. Loic Remy is Newcastle's top scorer, despite having scored in just one of his last 9 appearances for the club. Having missed the last 2 Manchester City games, both in cup competitions, Joe Hart returns for Premier League duty. And so too does Martin Demichelis. The 33-year-old Argentinian has missed the last 3 matches with a hamstring injury. Yaya Toure got an ankle injury on Wednesday, but is fit. He and Fernandinho paired together for the first time since the win at Swansea, in which they both scored. In Sergio Aguero's absence, Alvaro Negredo has moved to within a goal of him, as he and Edin Dzeko have more than compensated for Aguero's loss. Dan Gosling, back from a loan spell at Championship side Blackpool, makes the Newcastle bench. Micah Richards, who's been absent for 8 since City's win in Munich, is in contention for a return here. Fernandinho on again to Silva. He's looked to slip in. Alexander Kolarov, who releases it early, and that's just what Manchester City can do to you. Dzeko finishes it off, and that's typical City, playing through beautifully and with the finish to match.
Well, it's simple football at its most effective. To get it wide early, to get it in early. It's Gouffron who's caught here, just switches off for a second. He gets done with the ball inside him, and Kolarov has provided an absolute peach into the front post. One touch always going to be enough. May have taken a nick off. It was Stephen Taylor who's on the cover here. Either way, it's well on target. Great setup from Kolarov. And a terrific counter-attacking goal from City.
Well, it's taken them rather less time to score here than it took them in the League Cup earlier in the season. But Edin Dzeko, who scored in that 2-0 success, has got his 13th goal of the season now in all competitions.
These are big headers for City to win at the moment.
And Milner gets it forward and he's onside. Negredo can finish Newcastle off. The striker on a real hot streak at the moment scores again, and Newcastle finally crumble. They've given it everything, but they're picked off at the other end.
Yeah, it's so well picked out by Milner here. He makes a run in behind Santon, who can't get back. Tim Krul did well initially to make this block here, and gets desperately unlucky, and that's been the story of the afternoon for Newcastle. It's a day where they really haven't managed to buy a break in this game. And what was always going to be a difficult afternoon for City, we're getting away with all 3 points.
for Manuel Pellegrini, and for Alvaro Negredo, who follows up his hat-trick on Wednesday with another here. 19 goals for the season now in all competitions, as many as Sergio Aguero, and City assured of being at the top of the table. It's Manchester City's turn to be top of the table. They've won it with goals in each half from their strike force of Dzeko and Negredo, but they benefited from a really contentious decision in the first half when Newcastle thought they'd equalise with a great strike from Czech Tiote. Wrongly ruled out, it seems, when the officials thought that Johan Gouffron was interfering with play. Newcastle 0, Manchester City 2.
And Tiote's face tells the story. As do those. Joy for City, the Manchester City juggernaut goes on. That's a big hurdle cleared. It's coming to cost, though. That nasty injury to Samet Nasri.